while.
This time, on Highway Thru Hell, a nasty wreck becomes a high-angle test
The python will pull straight up.
for Jamie's newest weapon.
Hold it.
Then,
Watch it. Getting tight.
a tug-of-war
Hold it, Dylan.
for Ken and Dylan. And
What the?
a tough break for Carrie,
I got it covered.
working dad's wrecker.
Who's been using my truck?
Tonight's goal is just getting home in one piece. Got her.
As night falls near Hope, British Columbia, trucks heavy with logs head down out of the hills.
The logging truck went off the road. We're gonna pass it off to Mission Towing.
A 25-ton wrecker is on its way to the accident.
We're headed up to the east side of Manning Park on Highway 3. We have a logging truck rolled over.
Mission Towing's Ken DePerrin winds his way up a narrow, icy logging road to reach the wreck.
Oh boy, that's a steep hill to get up in there. We're sliding.
The road is not that good.
Tonight, Ken has to work in the dark to be off the active logging road by morning.
We're lucky to make it up. Come on, baby. Keep walking, keep walking. I'd like to get this road open here.
Ken's considered a legend in backroad recovery.
In 1971, I started driving tow truck, and I still don't want to get out of it. I still love the heavy towing.
I look up to Kenny Dupron as being one of the best recovery guys in the business.
Here we are.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's really in there. Look at where it is.
Boy, that's a big job.
The fully loaded logging truck lost traction, left the road, and plunged down into thick trees.
And that corner was solid ice. The front tires probably caught the ice, and that's what sent him over. Very dangerous corner.
It's a tall order, even for an off-road veteran. So tonight, Ken's brought in his lead operator, Dylan Greenwood.
Well, what's it look like, Dylan?
A rolled over logging truck.
Yeah, no kidding. He's a good guy to have out there because he's a lot younger and a lot stronger. It makes a big difference.
Well, it's in a hole, isn't it?
A little bit.
I stuck it in the front.
Yeah.
Ken is a great guy to work with. He's not your boss out there, he's working with you.
You can run this job today. Okay, Dylan, this is your problem.
Jeez. Well, we got our work cut out for us here.
Yeah, a little bit.
No kidding.
Definitely the biggest job Ken and I have worked on together.
I really don't like this hill. It's pretty steep, and so it's gonna be working against us.
Something that you're not seeing could break or hit you, because twice as hard to do it in the dark as it is in the daylight.
Nasty. It's real nasty.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option. On the Coquihalla Highway,
Heads up, guys, heading southbound. There's a truck in the ditch.
Ricket swerved, and now it's off the road. Unknown injuries.
12 miles north of Hope, Jamie Davis heads to an urgent call.
I think it's fairly recent. Yeah, the listeners just starting to show up.
We had a call from the police department. Apparently the driver's trapped, so we're hustling to get out there.
Oh my, look at this. I know if the guy's all right or not.
Okay, we're coming up on the job here now. Looks like it went just off-road right. There's the lights of the cab. Let's see what's happening.
A tractor trailer lies at the bottom of a 70-foot embankment.
Want a strap to hold it open?
And a search and rescue team is on scene, trying to free the driver.
It's always a good deal when somebody can get out of a truck and walk away from a crash. Looks like quite a mess, eh? Looks like the trailer's broken right in half.
The tractor trailer hit an icy patch and lost control. Landing on the edge of a tree line.
Pretty mangled. This thing's just totally demolished, so we'll be here for a few hours. This is a big job.
On the icy logging road,
I'm gonna have to flip it. You're gonna have to pull it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to both the tires and roll it.
Yeah.
Ken and Dylan face their toughest wreck of the winter.
Let's flip it.
Okay.
They'll have to first separate the rear trailer and drag it up the bank.
This one here, I'm just gonna double.
Lines are rigged.
Okay, got it? Okay.
Come in tight.
Yeah, bring her tight. Perfect.
Okay.
Dylan releases the hitch that connects the two trailers.
We're close. Okay, I'll bring her over. Beautiful.
Let me get in the position up top.
Using two lines, Ken's truck will keep the rear trailer stable, while Dylan pulls it up the slope.
There we go. Okay. Take her away.
Okay.
Let off just a bit, Dylan.
Okay. So those logs are coming with it. Yeah,
We got a log on it.
good. You got 2, 3.
Well, let's see if we can flip this thing. Go ahead. Coming to you.
All right.
We got it, we got her. Whoa! Oh my gosh.
The trailer is still pinned by logs.
Okay, slide her right out from underneath that log.
Chase with that front line.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up.
There you go, we're 2 down.
Once that log goes, we'll be better. She's coming really good. Let me slide this right out. There you go. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
But this stage of the recovery was the easy part.
Beautiful. Good.
next one. That's gonna be a tough one.
It's gonna be a very tough pull to get that out of there. Very tough pull.
Holy mosey.
Got a log on it.
On a remote logging road off Highway 3,
There you go, we're 2 down.
Mission Towing's Ken DePerrin
Coming to you.
and Dylan Greenwood
Chase with that front line.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
have wrestled the rear trailer of a logging truck up onto the road.
Beautiful. We're out for the round 2.
Now they have to haul up the tractor and front trailer. A 45,000-pound pull.
The trailer, that's the easy part of it. You get to the truck, now you're dealing with weight.
Let's pull the back end out first to get that clear of the logs.
Yeah.
Ken decides to winch up both units at the same time.
Take your way, buddy. Get a little pull down.
Thought, let's just try it, bring it up as a unit, and see how it pulls.
How much more?
Keep it going.
But first, they have to flip them back onto their wheels. Winch lines from Ken's truck will roll the tractor and trailer, while a single line from Dylan's truck will try to stop the wreck from sliding back down.
Let's hook her down.
I'm gonna tighten the front. Is it ready?
Yep, it's ready. Attention.
Hey, Dylan, get up and tighten yours up for the back.
Yep.
Here, you tight?
Good. Start winching, Kenny.
Okay. How are we looking? Is it coming over even?
We're looking good.
Yeah, I see the whole unit's coming, eh? Don't pull it, Dylan. Don't pull it.
Not pulling.
Just hold it. There we go. It's coming. We got her. We're winning.
All right.
There we go. Perfect.
A textbook flip.
All right.
Well, we got logs to the rack. We gonna have a problem?
But
Shoot.
they're not in the clear yet.
How many?
We got 4.
4 of them. Okay. She's fighting us all the way, this one.
As we shifted the load, it moved a couple more logs into the trailer. Would have probably been out of there 2 hours earlier if we didn't have to deal with the logs.
Craig, we're gonna get these logs off.
I'm hoping for him just to fall down here, and it'll be good.
Swamper Craig Hookey steps in to clear the logjam.
Okay, hang on.
Craig is a buddy of mine from Newfoundland. He's a cement finisher, but in this time of year, he doesn't do much of that, so he comes along and helps us.
Careful, Craig. Careful, careful, careful.
Ken and Dylan can't drag the wreck with 14,000 pounds of logs on it.
Let's throw this line up here on this big one. That'll pull it out of there, and hopefully they all fall down that way.
So Craig has to wrap a strap around the timber to pull it off.
Got her.
Okay, bring it in.
Okay.
Okay, watch that log. It doesn't kick you.
The logs were like pretzel sticks where they were over across each other. You never know which way a log's gonna go. They can hit the bank and kick up.
I think give that one a little bit more of a tug, eh? Great, Dylan.
Careful.
Just give it a push. I'm gonna pry it off.
Careful, careful, careful. Watch it. Watch it, watch it. Ah. Go. Whoop.
Back on the coke.
Holy, that's one wild ride.
Quite a mess, eh?
Jamie sizes up a wreck that's wedged into the side of a forest.
Pretty mangled. Wouldn't mind kind of investigating the back of this thing a bit, see what it's like on the other side. It looks like the trailer's went rested on a tree and gone right through the top of the roof. But you can see the whole roof's torn in. Basically, once the box is compromised, it makes things difficult when you're trying to do the recovery. Apparently, there's not much in here. I don't see anything spilling out of here. The snow's really deep here. It's a bit of a pull. You're 50 to 75 feet down, and there's 2-3 feet of snow as resistance.
But Jamie has to put the recovery on hold until morning.
We'll have to wait till it gets a little lighter and traffic control gets here. This is a big job, so maybe keep the lights turned on for another month here with this job.
"56 miles southeast.
When he fell, my heart just goes bang, you know. I thought, oh, wow, is he gonna be all right?
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh.
I put a little too much into it.
Too much muscle.
That's Snoopy style.
Yeah.
It's a close call for Ken's buddy Craig.
Yeah, it would be a messy situation if somebody got crushed underneath those logs.
Ooh.
Oh, it's been a dirty job.
Yeah, it turned into a nightmare, eh?
The logs are off the wreck,
Just about got enough.
Hang on, Kenny.
but the job isn't over
There you go. Tighten her up again.
until Ken and Dylan pull the logging truck up the 40-degree slope.
We'll just slide her right up on the road is our plan. He'll get the back end up and I'll hook onto the front end and suck the front end up.
To conquer the steep hill and the soft ground, the two wreckers need to coordinate in a kind of off-road tango.
With the angle of the ditch, it made sense to bring the truck up on pretty much the same angle as it went in. So as I'm pulling it up the hill, he's keeping it straight.
Okay. Take her away. You're sliding on your left, Dylan.
You need to carry it at the same time, Kenny.
Yeah, okay, but just keep her going.
You got no choice now.
Getting tight. Losing my footing here. Getting tight. Losing my footing here.
3 hours into a battle with an overturned logging truck.
You're sliding on your left, Dylan.
Ken and Dylan are gaining ground
You got no choice now.
until
Chain let go.
Bar came off.
The weld let go on that. It flew off the truck really fast.
Okay, if you
Okay,
back,
let's get this on
take
the
that
pin
one
on
off,
the
I'll hook
front.
it on the front.
Yep.
Ken and Dylan will have to find a stronger point to rig to
How much more you need?
About 10 feet.
and reattach the line. Just as the first logging truck of the day arrives before dawn.
We got logging trucks here now. We gotta get this out.
Now you're thinking, gosh, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. Let's go, go, go.
Until the wreck is up, the logging trucks will have to wait.
Oh, brutal.
Looking good?
Good.
Okay. Take it away, Dylan.
About time to let go of that center line.
Let go of the center one, Kenny.
Good, just wait. Let me get this a bit to move in. I'm losing my footing here.
I was really worried about the ice on the road. That corner was really slippery.
Gonna break loose on me, I think.
I've had it happen before where the wreckers will start to slide,
She's twisting me here.
and then there's no stopping, away they go.
I think it's gonna slide back on me.
You gotta go with that front line, Ken.
Okay, pull the front one.
She'll dig.
She's coming.
Go, Dylan, go.
There's not enough room to pull the wreck up beside them. So Ken and Dylan have to winch it up between them.
Keep going.
And finesse it in sideways.
We actually suspended that truck just about in midair coming up over the top of the bank.
Bring her right to you.
We slid it right up sideways and slid it right up in between us onto the road.
Let her down a little bit. Just a bit. Down. Beautiful.
We made it.
Nice. Nice job. There we go. Let's get this hooked up and get out of here. Good job, Dylan. Good job, Craig. That was a big job.
Push it back.
Big job.
Here, hold it.
That's the type of job that you can run into out in these places, remote places. We got to get down the road now, let the loggers up here.
We had a few little hiccups through the job, and I think we worked as a team. I'm proud of them, both of them.
In hope, Jamie is just beginning his own battle.
Last night, tractor trailer flipped over on its side on the coke. The tree went right into the side of the trailer, so the box has, got a big hole in the side of it.
The job is Jamie's first chance to use the latest truck in his fleet, the Python.
It's a new toy. Just got it in town, and it's my secret weapon. This is a pretty powerful machine. 22-ton capacity.
The classic 1601 Holmes record just arrived from California.
This truck is 28 years old, has 66,000 original miles on it. I'm excited to take it out and see what it'll do.
For the Python's debut performance, Jamie heads to last night's wreck, followed by wreckers 47 and 126.
This is its first time on the Coquihalla. Going to be its first wreck, so it'll be interesting how it pulls.
Southbound, you got a vehicle recovery. Stay in your left lane. Yeah, must have been a fun ride.
Jamie's cousin Paris is on scene to lend a hand.
It looked like it was a scary ride down the hill for the driver.
The lightly loaded semi lost control and launched off a steep bank before slamming into a row of trees.
I'm gonna bring the little truck in here and try to tag onto the rear ends, just see if it'll come up.
Jamie positions the Python near the back of the trailer.
We're gonna put a chain on each rim on here, and we'll just see how this thing pulls this up.
His lead mechanic, Brian Rash, is also on scene.
So I need a couple of half-inch chains to go in the rims.
Okay. I'll see what I got.
Okay, I'm gonna reattempt my entry.
At 59, Brian's been keeping Jamie's vintage trucks running all winter.
Oh, yeah.
The veteran heavy mechanic has limited heavy rescue experience, but Jamie's keen to turn that around.
Oh, look at that. We're kind of going back to old days where you had a small town garage and the mechanics run the wreckers when they needed to.
I think we have landed.
Pull this line on this side.
Doing heavy recovery in the mountains is really a young man's game. But Brian is one hell of a worker.
Okay, we're there. Okay, both in? Yeah, good.
We're gonna give this thing a pull with a python, and I wanna see what happens.
How's he doing with the chains?
Jamie's got 3 trucks lined up for this job.
That's caught.
Y'all both in?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what she'll do.
But to see what it's really made of, he'll strike first with the python.
Putting it on a big, huge monster truck wreck, this is gonna be the test of all tests.
Okay, boom up. All right. Stand back first. Back first. So we'll suck up the lines and fish it in.
It's a high-angle stress test for Jamie's latest old-school record.
Okay, boom up.
Running solo, the python is attempting to heave a semi up an extreme incline.
Stop, stop.
It's a steep hill, and it was having a hard time. Something's gonna break. So we backed off. Everything has its limitations.
Okay, let's bring 47 right beside me, okay?
Okay.
Experiment complete.
And we'll get 126 on the front end pulling.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jamie now arranges his trio of trucks for a full-out assault on the wreck.
Okay, stop there. Put the blocks under.
Down the bank to rig onto the tractor.
Holy.
Brian discovers a tall problem.
That tree just sawed that sleeper right in half. That is wild. Damn.
There's a tree embedded right in the cab. So, bit of an issue there.
If we pull straight ahead, we're gonna do more damage. The tree's gonna rip this, sleeper unit completely apart. The customer might want to repair this truck, so what we need to do now is pull this truck straight up the bank.
Jamie's trucks will have to work together. 126 will free the tractor from the tree, while the python and 47 pull the trailer.
Now I gotta come up.
I'll pull the front end up. The python will just pull more straight up.
For the plan to work, Jamie, Paris, and Brian must winch in unison.
That's good. Okay, going ahead.
126, it's got faster winches on it. So 3 of us are all eyeballs back and forth. Me and Brian have to make sure we keep up with Jamie. We don't want to get behind.
Little on the bottom. Keep on the bottom one, Paris. Keep pulling.
It looks like it's coming up just perfect.
Here it comes. Coming. Coming out of the tree.
There we go. There's stuff.
Yeah. Let's put the lift down a bit.
But the battle to drag up this wreck is far from over.
Top one a bit. Keep that trailer on the same angle. And now suck this winch line in. Whoa, careful, careful. Winch up.
We're pulling it sideways and the resistance is starting to catch up with me. The snow will form around it and grab that vehicle and increase the load, actually.
Want me to jump in there and turn the wheel?
I don't know, wish somebody would.
Want me to try?
Yeah.
Paris will try to turn the front wheels uphill as Jamie pulls the wreck.
Are you good with that, Paris?
The bank's incredibly steep on this job. I was a little bit worried it was gonna fall over. Anything can happen.
Being inside of a truck when you're pulling it up the hill and turn the steering wheel, you know, you're kind of on an angle and you're not straight up. For Paris, he's probably thinking this is a little sketchy. There's always a chance something could break.
Hopefully we don't snap a cable and Paris goes for a ride.
Hate the way it's coming out on such an angle.
The bank is over 50 degrees.
Okay, pull it. Pull.
The wheels are biting into the ground and pulling the rig back down the hill.
Pull. Whoa. Keep going. Pull.
At the side of the Coke, Jamie's cousin Paris teeters on a 50-degree slope.
That's balls right there, man.
Fighting to keep a semi's wheels pointing uphill as Jamie tries to winch the wreck up to the road.
The hardest part of the recovery job is really when the truck just is about to crest the crown and get onto the road. Everything's at its peak. And it's often the point where you can have a fail is right there.
You know, I'm almost falling out the passenger door, so we'd like to see the truck come up with Paris and not go back down the hill with Paris.
You coming out?
Yeah. Hard holding that steering wheel.
Traffic control shuts down the highway as Paris repositions the Python.
Brakes. So we're gonna freewheel it ahead another 15 feet or so. Get the back end on the road. Let's pull together.
Okay.
For the final pull,
Okay, let's see what it'll do.
Paris guiding the Python. Jamie on 126.
There we go.
They've got the tractor beat,
Hold on, Paris.
but the trailer is still trapped behind the snowbank.
It's pushing against you. The loads on the trucks, loads on the winch lines. So it's very challenging for us.
We got it. It's all out.
There it is. Beautiful recovery job. You're amazing. You're amazing.
Thanks, Dan.
Good job, cousin.
Put it on.
Okay, man. See you out of here. Later. Thanks, buddy. You bet.
These two guys, I mean, they're both very competent, really cool to have guys like that on the team.
Well, I'm not gonna let my cousin down. Come on, you know, you gotta look after him, right? Yeah, bought him a coffee this morning and a donut, right?
They still cleaning up this mess? Well, they're hooked onto it, moving.
I was really excited to see how the Python would work out. I'm impressed by what it lifts. It pulled every bit as good as the others. It's pulling like a champ, this truck. Unbelievable.
That's rated pretty good, eh?
50 miles west of Hope.
Well, you got rain, more rain, and lots of rain.
A sudden downpour hits Highway 1, creating hazardous conditions on the main route to the coast.
2 trucks tangled on the freeway there right at Watcom.
A collision between a semi and a B train loaded with lumber shuts down one of the highway's westbound lanes.
Al shouldn't be too far behind me there. You'll meet him here shortly.
Al Quiring's Green Goblin hustles to reach the wreck. But this time, it's not Al behind the wheel.
Driving Dad's truck, it's pretty easy. Just like another toy in the toolbox.
It's Al's 23-year-old son, Kerry.
Dad and Gord are both busy. You can't say, oh, I would send someone else. I work for family. It's not like that. So I took my dad's truck, and I didn't have any second thoughts doing it.
Driving a stolen vehicle, basically.
I'm just trying to fight it, tipping.
Over the last year,
lift.
Al's been letting Kerry loose to tackle bigger jobs.
I'm not as quick as my old man, but he's got another 25, 30 years on me.
But running solo in his dad's 50-ton is a first.
Everyone thinks it's my dad until you open the door and you hop out.
What do you got going on today?
The cops are like, oh, you're driving this? Do you even have a license? I said, yeah.
Tell yours, truck and trailer going to the yard there?
Yeah, I can't see anything else happening.
Okay.
They're gonna move up for you.
I'm under the gun to open that highway for the cops. People are slowing down both ways to look and see what's going on. It's very stressful because now if you screw up, everyone sees it.
Watch out, man. I'm pulling ahead.
Kerry moves the rig ahead to prep it for a longer tow down the Trans-Canada Highway.
There's not much room on that stretch of highway. It's very dangerous.
Traffic is flying by you, and there's always the chance that kerpow, something is going to happen.
I'm working on pulling the driveline out.
What the? Handle broke. What?
You always got to check up on the kid. You always got to make sure the kid's okay.
Yeah, I got it covered there, Gord.
Yeah. Well, I imagine he's under a lot of pressure right now. He's got the cops there, he's got the highways there, he's got traffic backing up, and he knows that time is of the essence.
Now leave me alone.
The cops were expecting me to tow it, one way or another.
What the?
Westbound moving at Watcom? Moving slowly.
On a backed up stretch of Highway 1, Kerry Quiring's using his dad's truck for the first time to get a disabled semi off the highway.
What the? Handle broke.
But the job is fighting him every step of the way.
The hammer breaks, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind, what will my dad do in this situation?
Kerry draws on some old Quiring family know-how, using heavy pliers to loosen the drive shaft, then knock it out with a bigger hammer.
To be a wrecker operator, you gotta think on your feet. Either you fail or you succeed. I can tow it safely down the road without worrying about any damage. I'm very relieved. All these truckers think, oh, Big Al's got this. Meanwhile, they don't realize it's me.
But Kerry's got more than his dad's reputation weighing on him.
It was the first time taking his truck out by myself, and I wanted to return it without breaking anything.
Here's the hammer.
Let's see the hammer. I could just see his eyes light up right now because you know how he is about hammer handles.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. He'll find it.
No, I can't do that. Old handle. He's probably had that for 20 years. I'm not going to hear the end of it.
Who's been using my truck and towing what? What got towed? You're driving a stolen wrecker?
He's driving a stolen wrecker, too.
Breaking things.
What did you bust?
Oh, hammer.
No.
Broke a hammer.
What?
My dad does take great pride in his tools.
I've broken lots of hammers. I've broken tons of things. I've put lots of dents in vehicles, too. So if that's the worst of it all day, we're okay.
Heading out to the valley from Hope, Jamie and the Python have one more job lined up today.
Thought I'd make a trip down to see Ken. I'm on a quest.
A special delivery for Mission Towing.
Kenny had a really cool Holmes 1801 wrecker called the General. His dad, Wally Sr., used that truck for a lot of years and sold it to a company in Ellensburg, Eastern Washington. So I've got that picture blown up, and I'm gonna go give it to Kenny.
Jamie Davis.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Brought you a little present.
A little present.
Yeah.
What's this do to my arm?
I went down to Ellensburg.
Oh, wow.
And I tried to buy your old truck, but I was late by a month. Have a look at this.
Look at this. Wow, is that ever nice?
That was kind of the last picture at their place before they sold it to a guy on the East Coast. I wanted to buy that truck and use it because it still has a lot of life left in it.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah. It was still beautiful from when you guys had it.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
And so we put it in a frame and brought it up to you.
Well, that's really nice.
'Cause
Thank you very much.
I'm on my quest to buy old homes.
Old homes.
I think what the older equipment does for me is it brings you back to a time when things were simpler.
Geez, I really like this. Thank you very much,
no,
buddy.
No.
Nice of you to bring that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
no problem.
thank
Nice
you,
to see you guys.
Nice.
See
See you,
guys.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Thank
see
you.
you later.
Behave yourself.
Try to.
Yeah.
Good luck. Looks good.
Paid for.
That's in nice shape.
Nice. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. That's good seeing him.
Yeah, nice to see that.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Oh my God.
A wild ride
Holy crap.
and a terrified trucker.
I'm upside down in the ditch over here.
Then,
I'm gonna give you my advice.
I'm gonna ignore it.
showdown for Colin and Kelly
I'm gonna catch up a bit. Kelly!
on a rocky recovery. And Al tackles a tight squeeze.